The old adage goes, it is better to give than to receive. But in the case of a book drive that took place in Rockford, Michigan, it is better to give, and for Harborview Elementary, to receive.
Before we moved to the Villages, Florida, my husband and I lived in Rockford, Michigan, had a business there with assisted living, housing seniors, and we also belonged to Rotary in Rockford, Michigan. And I worked with Kathy on a lot of literacy initiatives, starting out first with our business, and then our Rotary Club. As we got to know some of the needs at Kathy's school, Meadow Ridge Elementary, we started working on some initiatives to help their literacy program.
Whenever an initiative is started to give to those in need, whether it be food or books, no one ever knows how it will grow out of the hearts of those involved.
The first effort that brought 3,000 books was 2 weeks, and then they thought it was over and had packed the vehicle that they were going to drive, but books kept coming in. So she called me just before she left Michigan, and she said, we aren't bringing 3,000, we're bringing almost 4,000.
I've been here since kindergarten, and they have never, ever gotten this many books. This is probably the highest amount of books they've ever got since, what, 2008?
Rotary really wants to impact in a meaningful way when they take on a project, trying to fill a need. And to be able to see that we really did make a difference here, and those kids were so excited to carry the books in, just like the Meadow Ridge kids were excited to put the books from their school into the vehicle. You know, seeing the reverse happen down here, and just so much excitement over you know, you just, it's good to know that they are into reading.
Whenever you accomplish what you set out to do, there is no better feeling.
Well, anytime you hit the mark, you know, then you just realize, gosh, who would have thought that a friendship up in Michigan, you know, would and have another impact in Florida.
Having an impact on these students is exactly what this book drive is going to do.
We've had the same books for a lot of years now, so new books are very exciting because it could bring new adventures and new possibilities for reading.
We're really grateful for the Meadow Ridge students to have this kind of a response, and you know, I'm sure some kids may not have been real excited about giving up a few of these books, but when they see how the children down here reacted, I know they'll feel good.
Thank you for donating all these books.
So I'm here today to talk about STEM and STEAM, and about particularly engineering, since that's what I work with. And I think it's so important to kind of get this out to kids, because this is really the age where they start to explore what it is they like and they don't like, and they start to form the notions of what it is they can and can't do. It's kind of at these young ages where you start kind of getting those thoughts ingrained, even though you don't realize it. You know, if you hear a lot when you're a kid, oh, I can't do math. Well, when you're older, you think you can't do math. So I think it's important at this age to kind of get out there and say, hey, this is what engineering is, this is what you can do, and that you can do it.
In a lot of students' minds, thoughts of one day rocketing to Mars and beyond are just that, dreams that someday may come true. But with the help of the STEAMspirations, or science, technology, engineering, the arts, and of course mathematics, this day may be the catalyst to make those dreams come true.
I think I did pretty well. We had some good questions. We had, you kind of see it when the kids, they kind of get this look. And it's almost universal. I mean, adults too, they just get this look on their face of I don't know, awe or understanding, or like, you know, this is something I can do. And so I saw that on a couple of the kids' faces. So, and I see that almost every time I go out. It's very rare that you go out and talk to students really of any age that somebody doesn't kind of get it. That's why I keep doing it. Yeah, so there are parachutes on here. It wouldn't be inside the spacecraft because they wouldn't really have a way to come out, but like areas like this.
Students need to see and hear real-world examples of how people use STEAM skills effectively in their field of choice.
Oh, no, I've done this a lot of times and at a lot of other classrooms where I live, down near the Kennedy Space Center in Orlando and the surrounding areas. This is my first time here and participating in the STEAMspiration Day, which I think is amazing. I think this is awesome. I've never participated in a day quite like this. Most of everything I've done has been like classroom visits where the teacher has asked that somebody come out and things like that. I think it's incredible to have these kind of like these STEAMspiration sort of days. Like it's a career day, really. I think it's awesome. I never even experienced one of these growing up, which is why it's so important to me to go out and do these, because this wasn't really a thing where I was.
STEAM skills are invaluable in making your mark on society today. The guest speakers here that are spreading their word are excited for the chance to help build those young minds.
Well, I just want to thank you guys for asking me to be here and for having me be a part of this. I think what you guys are doing is incredible. I think the whole STEAM magnet itself is incredible, but especially these days, I think this is a great opportunity to reach students and to talk to them and show them that they can really do anything that they want. Engineering is so much fun. Oh, I hope I've inspired some of you ladies too. We need more of you. Good. Give me a high five, girl. Yes.
For students planning to attend college, the ACT and SAT tests are vitally important, as one or both will be required for admission to almost all undergraduate programs in the United States. They can also help you earn financial aid for school. Students should take the ACT and/or the SAT beginning their junior year in high school and continue to take them to improve your score. Please know that some colleges and universities superscore ACT and SAT results, meaning they take an average of your scores. So be sure to take these tests early and often. The registration deadline for the next ACT test is this Friday, January 11th. The test will be February 9th. You can visit collegeboard.org or act.org and be sure to speak with your school counselor for more information.
The 13th Annual Magnet Expo is coming up this week, a chance to find out about school choice and the various magnet programs throughout the district. Wednesday from 5 to 7, elementary and middle schools will be the focus at MTI, while high schools get their turn on Thursday, also from 5 to 7 and also at MTI. And for the first time ever, the event is expanding to include the inaugural Magnet at the Mall on Saturday. From 12 to 3, magnet options at all grade levels will be showcased near Belk in the Paddock Mall.
NEXTworking is a new initiative of the CEP working with the school system. One of the things we found in talking to the students when we asked them what are some of the things that you all would like, experiences that you want, they wanted to talk to industry leaders in their fields. And so NEXTworking is our attempt. I think we'll do 11 throughout the year aimed at each of the different CTE program areas. Today is audiovisual and the arts, but giving them an opportunity to meet with and network, learn how to network with industry leaders in their field.
Coming into this, I was able to learn a lot about the industry that I'm really interested in going in particular the other side of things, because as a student we work more commonly in news broadcasting, but I was able to see how we are able to freelance and how we are able to catapult our careers into major corporations such as ESPN and Nat Geo.
And it's really figuring out, hey, this is actually not just something I'm learning to do, or it's a class I have to take, or it's something I think I'm interested in. Here's how I can use this. Here are real life job skills. Here are people who are doing this every day, and I get to find out what they enjoy, what they maybe don't like about their career, things they wish they'd learned. And so I think it's really giving our kids a chance to have a leg up on what their future can hold.
I was able to ask personal questions that I've been dying to know, because a lot of times we don't get a lot of guidance going into this kind of new and always evolving world. And so it was interesting to kind of understand what I'm doing now and how it can apply in the future.
The very first one we were very nervous. It's something new and different. I don't know anyone else who's done it before. And it was such a huge success. I think that's made us really excited for the rest. And then when you see, especially right now where they're doing their speed networking, and you see the excitement from the students, but also from the business leaders as they're able to talk, I think that really excites us and gets us looking forward to the next ones. One of the things we found with each of these is afterwards, we're finding students who are getting part-time jobs, they're getting internships, they're getting a chance to further their education education outside of the classroom, and the business community is really excited about, because they're able to invest in our students and really help them move towards careers.
I was able to swap information in order to shadow or to work on an internship for Nat Geo. I have met David Yola previously at other shoots across Ocala, and so it's been very good to kind of further that relationship.